Uh, hello? We on? We good? Is that good? Oh, hello everybody, and, this is the, second episode of the Wyatt Olinger podcast. Pretty cool, huh? Now, this episode is actually gonna be a little different, since I'm actually at a vacation home right now, and I'm in the basement recording this. I mean, the basement of this place is actually pretty cool. I mean, it's set up to look like one of those old-fashioned bars. There's like a TV behind me too, like not even old-timey. Like, it's a flat-screen TV that's between 36 and 40 inches long, I want to say, mounted up on the wall. And there's I'm looking right at a fridge right now, and of course there's the bar table with the bar stools and stuff like that. So I'm not crammed in my closet this time, since I'm not home right now. So there are just things, right? Things just happen. Yeah, I'm at a vacation home right now. Isn't that pretty cool? So I bet you want to know some updates on my channel. Well, Squirrels now officially has its second episode. That's pretty good, nice. And Galactic Girls just hit 15 episodes. Woo woo! Alright, and also, I should have mentioned this in the last episode, but I got sidetracked by telling you what my channel had to offer, so, let me go over exactly some of the changes that are coming to the channel. A few of them already happened. There are some changes that haven't happened yet. So, I'm also going to use this podcast to announce new things. Think of it as like a Wyatt Olinger version of a Nintendo Direct. Anyways, so Squirrels is probably helping open up my channel's rebrand. And also, my new mascot, Nova, is part of it as well. And you can tell because Nova is now in the Wyatt Olinger original logo. And the end of Olinger Toon episodes now have this cool paint splatter logo, which I think is kind of neat. Although I do wish there was more emphasis on the blues and purples, but it's fine, whatever. Another part of the rebrand is the Experiments Beverly Hills' 5th season also is helping open that up. And there's also going to be a new Olinger Toon coming out next month at this rate. Probably the end of August or beginning of September. I'm not quite sure yet. But I have been working on that show. I can't say what it is just yet. But Simon, if you're listening, you probably know what I'm talking about. I have been developing this new show since March. And it's actually been one of my favorite Olinger Toons to make ever. And I really can't wait for you to see it. I can't tell you what exactly it is yet, but I will give you a hint. The main setting is a park. And the first 2 letters in the show's title are R-I. So, R-I, and the setting is a local park. Alright. Other changes will be, the Gen 4 redesigns are also there. And I'm also going to start this new thing soon called Psychic Star Studios, which, Psychic Star Studios is it's kind of hard to explain, but once the first video for it comes out, you'll fully understand. It's going to be kind of like Things in Wyatt's Mind, but the videos are going to be longer with more editing, and the topics are going to be ones I actually want to do videos on, so basically think of it as Things in Wyatt's Mind on steroids. Okay. And also, other things coming with this update is that some older Olinger Toons are, I don't know if I'm going to do this yet, but some of the older Olinger Toons are going to be probably removed from the public. Now, don't panic, I'm not deleting them. I don't want to delete them. What I'm actually going to do is they're probably going to be switched to unlisted, so you have to go to the playlists to watch the episodes now, which a lot of you probably have been doing anyway. So that means Wyatt's House Party, One Average Family, and Classic Low Budget are likely going to become unlisted probably at the end of 2023. So probably New Year's Eve around that time. They will probably not be public anymore, and because they don't really fit with the new direction my channel is going. And what else? Let me think. I can't really think of any other updates for right now. Yeah. Also, I do want to mention, probably tomorrow afternoon, I'm gonna go over to Simon's to help him with a project he's working on. Won't that be fun? And, yeah, those are some pretty good updates that have been happening around here. I really wish I had more to say about them, but, I think you get the basic idea. Alright, so I'm also gonna, yeah. Now, what else can we think of? Oh, yes. One thing I wanted to talk about for a while, this was originally going to be a separate video, probably around the time Galactic Girls was premiering, but, I didn't feel like doing it in video form, so I may as well just talk about it on the podcast, right? There's just weird things that enter my mind every so often. Like, I'm gonna give probably, couple of examples I know of off the top of my head. And, those would be, so, toothbrushes, right? You know what's weird about them? Is that, okay, so the plural for tooth is teeth, yeah? Got that? So how come the plural for toothbrush isn't teeth brush? It makes no sense. It's just, cuckoo. That's just crazy. It's insane. And why can't we just call him teeth brush? I bet at least one of you are going to call him teeth brush now, thanks to me. Yeah. And, another thing I tend to think about every so often is chinchillas. I mean, what are they? Are they rodents? Deformed felines? Deep state agents work for the CIA? It's kind of confusing, but, yeah, I looked it up on Google one day, and they're telling me that chinchillas are actually a type of rodent. And yeah, I can kind of see it. They kind of look like fluffy, light gray rodents, don't they? Oh yeah, and oh, what was that? Oh hello. Why are you sniffing me? Oh. He went, meow. In case you don't know who that was, at this vacation home I'm at right now, there's a cat who lives there. I'm petting him right now. His name is Frank. And, oh yeah, you like that, Frank? Oh yeah. Frank is much older than Valerie. I've known him longer, believe it or not. And, he's like this, he looks like a Siamese cat. And, yeah, he's pretty cuddly. Sure, he may be old, but he's pretty cuddly, I'd say. Also, I just noticed this earlier this year. Oh, in case you hear, like, little tapping noises, that's actually Frank walking across the table I'm sitting at. So, as I was saying, I just noticed something earlier this year, and that is, on December 7th, 2023, my channel turns 10. Isn't that crazy? My channel actually will turn 10 years old. Woo! And, yeah, so what I'm going to do to celebrate is the celebration's going to start in September and might continue into maybe January of 2024. I don't know just yet. But I'm going to do remakes of some of my older and most notable videos with, like, Hey You Pikachu and, what else? Forky and the Trash Can, perhaps? I don't know just yet. And at the end, the character's going to say some sort of variant of Happy 10th, Wyatt Olinger. Yeah, can you believe my channel is officially going to be a decade old soon? Whoa, man. Where does the time go? Like, I posted my first video, Mario Saves Peach in 1927, all the way back in 2014, coincidentally on the same day that Five Nights at Freddy's 1 came out. Crazy, isn't it? Of course, that was back when nobody paid any attention to me, it was even worse back then, but thankfully I get a lot of viewers now. Like, I have 425 subscribers last I checked, so that's pretty cool. And given that my channel's turning 10, like, when I posted my first video, nobody knew who Mr. Beast was yet. Like, that's the crazy thing about Mr. Beast, is that he's been around on YouTube since 2012. He used to do, like, these very early Minecraft videos on Minecraft, just like every other 13-year-old on YouTube circa 2012 did, because, YouTube loves Minecraft. And he was 13 at the time. And then, as Mr. Beast was slightly growing his channel, it was not until 2014 that he hit 1,000 subscribers. And then eventually, by around 2019, he kind of blew up in popularity. Like, he gained, like, millions of new subs. He was everywhere. Like, he was doing these crazy challenges, and he had a lot of copycats, but I haven't really been seeing any copycats as of late, so maybe that trend of trying to copy Mr. Beast is dying down. They're all too busy sucking on the Grimace shake. Yeah. And now he's, like, curing blindness, and he's basically doing miracles at this point. Like, curing blindness, that's nice. That's pretty good. And also, he's got a lot of money, right? I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up buying the moon or something within the next 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, it just goes to show, just because you're small doesn't mean you're going to make it big someday. Like, imagine traveling back in time to 2012 and finding a little 13-year-old Mr. Beast playing Minecraft, and imagine going up to him and saying that he would one day be pretty much the biggest channel on YouTube and doing miracles and challenges and stuff like that. Yeah. I mean, a past Olinger tune called Low Budget Reborn did an episode kind of spoofing Mr. Beast. It was the 4th episode, if you're curious. And yeah, it's crazy how things like that happen, isn't it? Yeah. So, well, I can't really think of anything else good to say. There's lots of thoughts racing through my head right now. But, oh yeah, I do want to address one more thing about the podcast itself, is that someday it's gonna be in tandem with Things in Wyatt's Mind. Now you may be thinking, isn't it already? Okay, well, here's the thing. Things in Wyatt's Mind always comes out right before I work on a new batch of Olinger Tune episodes. I call them sessions behind the scenes. Like, Things in Wyatt's Mind is usually just a reminder, hey, new Olinger Tune episodes are going to come out soon, so be prepared for that. And I just have Things in Wyatt's Mind to occupy the viewers in the meantime. Well, I'm going to announce that someday you might see Things in Wyatt's Mind at the end of the session. Like, after the last new episode for that session comes out, there's going to be, like, something... Things in Wyatt's Mind will be the end, like the Wyatt Forever After show was. And the Wyatt Olinger podcast will take its place at the beginning sometimes. Yeah. Because, Things in Wyatt's Mind is kind of hard to work on sometimes. Like, I'm basically pushing the right arrow key on my computer while the PowerPoint's going, while also reading a script I typed off my phone. It's pretty hard multitasking, but I'm sure some of you out there would understand. I mean, scripts are hard. Okay, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I never actually started writing scripts for Things in Wyatt's Mind until around the episode where I talked about the Wii, around that time. Episode 25, I think. And I did not write a script for the Backyardigans episode either, and I wrote scripts for the Wii and Wii Fit Plus episodes, but then Backyardigans I didn't write a script. I just memorized what I was going to say in my head for the first 24 episodes, and then Moshi Monsters episode onward, I scripted from that point on. And I'm telling you, even with the scripts, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, I think sometime, probably in September or something, I don't know quite yet, the Wyatt Olinger podcast will come at the beginning of the new batch of Olinger Tune episodes in Things in Wyatt's Mind's place, while Things in Wyatt's Mind is moved to the end. That may sound a little crazy. I mean, it's going to feel really weird not doing Things in Wyatt's Mind before working on the next episode of The Experiments of Beverly Hills, or Galactic Girls, or ADD for Epic, or something. So, normally I keep the order, because the order kind of, it's random every time. And I usually don't tell people what order it's going to be in, but the next session is going to be the 80th. That's crazy. 80. Where did the time go? That meant had not Wyatt's House Party, Low Budget, and A Literal Anime ended, if they were all still going, they'd be up to the 80th episode by now. And I usually don't tell people what the order is going to be, but I think this time I will, so you know what to expect. Okay, so the order for session 80, which is probably going to start either Monday or Tuesday, the order is going to go first, Rated E for Epic, episode 8, then The Experiments of Beverly Hills, episode 55, and then Galactic Girls, episode 16, then Squirrels, episode 3, and finally Pokemon Leia, episode 36. So, that's what you'd expect, to expect so you don't get confused. Probably after a while, I'm going to have, short videos of Nova telling you the schedule so that it's not a complete mystery anymore. I've probably had a couple viewers, waiting for a new episode of, Galactic Girls to come out, and they're like, Galactic Girls, please be next, Galactic Girls, please be next, but then they get, Wyatt Forever instead, and they're like, oh, darn it, I gotta wait longer. Well, I'm going to try to avoid that, avoid you doing that, so that you know what's coming up next. And, yeah, that's kind of what's going on. So, I can't really think of anything else to say, so, I think I'm going to end the podcast here. Thanks for listening, and I'll be back soon with another episode, the third one, to be precise. And, yeah, see you soon.